Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine. Are your boots
Desarde, what can I do for you? Captain Vasco, I'm glad to see—
I did, Admiral.
You want me to entrust you with a loyal—
Indeed.
Very well. A short time ago, we lost one of our ships near the island. The reputation of the Norts suffered.
I have heard about it. An incomprehensible sinking.
We cannot let the land dwellers think so. I need someone to investigate and restore our—
At your orders, Admiral.
The shipwreck is stranded on the shore, southwest of the island, not far from when Xavier.
Thank you, Admiral.
I'm counting on—
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier Pradi alcohol. Are your boots warm?
Desarde.
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, the bishop that accompanies you on occasion, could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going.
Ah, my child, I'm happy that you are here. I've had an idea that I wish—
Please do.
I've known the Mother Cardinal for quite some time. She is a formidable woman, gifted and diplomatic. I fear that your cousin might be a little defenseless when dealing with her.
And what do you have in mind?
Diplomacy is not only a matter of formal encounters and choreographed etiquette. If we had the means to action more personal leverage, the Mother Cardinal could—
How could we ever find—
Everyone has nasty little secrets, my child. It's our task.
It is a very good idea. But alas, I have other problems.
I understand.
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what she said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Norts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus and she advised me to speak to you.
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Thélème, and refuse to express their faith. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Thélème lands, and of course seek out the bishop.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these But I fear, if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. But you're already very busy. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Armor will no longer protect you.
Look, there it is.
I have never seen a boat on its side like this. It looks like the corpse of a Moramir.
The corpses are chained up. These beasts were captive. Could they have died during the sinking?
I don't think so. They don't seem to have drowned. Something bigger slaughtered them, with no effort at all.
It looks like an enormous cage. But look.
It's been broken. Is this ringing any bells for anyone else?
The hull was torn apart. And given the way that the wood is broken, it came from the inside. Damn it. What happened here?
There are scratch marks almost everywhere on the wood. But they do not look like the marks a reef would make.
This ship was apparently carrying creatures from the island. The largest one managed to escape and made a hole in the hull as it tried to run away, just like in Serene. The sailors didn't stand a chance.
The Admiral will not be satisfied with our deductions. She will want concrete proof. Let's keep searching. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate. I need you.
corpses are chained up. These beasts were captive. Could they have died during the sinking?
I don't think so. They don't seem to have drowned. Something bigger slaughtered them, but no effort at all.
The hull was torn apart. And given the way that the wood is broken, it came from the inside. Damn it. What happened here?
There are scratch marks almost everywhere on the wood, but they do not look like the marks a reef would make.
It looks like an enormous cage. But look.
It's been broken. Is this ringing any bells for anyone else?
This ship was apparently carrying the
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Be careful! You're wounded! I need healing!
I'm wounded. I need help.
on my blade. Then let's go! See if you can ward off this way. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Attack! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Have you considered my proposition?
It is a very good idea.
I understand.
I'll see you later.
Take care.
You are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Indeed. I am from the congregation. To whom do I have the privilege?
Sister Ephesia, envoy of Ptolemy. The Mother Cardinal has tasked me to investigate the activities of this village.
She also sent me here.
What excellent news. You cannot imagine how might I help you?
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. Their chief and their priest are evasive when their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours, but as soon as I come close, they chase me away. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may... Anything else?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps. Although it feels like... I'm not particularly fond of the wild.
I see.
Anything else?
That will be yours.
Ber Tir Tumad, on Olmenawi. I am Deirdre, daughter of Enora, daughter of Rowena, Mal of this. What do you seek?
Can you tell me something about your beliefs?
We believe that we are part of an everything, and that life depends on our strength is drawn from that which we protect. And that which surrounds us feeds and...
What can you tell me about your...
I have heard this question before. The rituals are the business of the Donegada, not of the Anything more?
Concerning this story about...
Enough! Enough questions. I have...
Good day. Are you the...
Burt Tir Dumad Renaikse. I am the Donegad, yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
The people of your island are constantly asking questions, yet reject. Questions have no value when one already...
But...
It is your case. You believe you know the answers. You seek only their echo. Answer your own questions. At least then the answers will please you, and we shall be done with your foolishness.
That is not what I...
Qua awelemseg. May your answer...
Leave me be! Even your thoughts are loud and break my peace!
Can't you leave us alone? Monisanaig!
Traitor. An Olmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Ernaik se ya toigan quachesa de elodeis. Samermila. Machde wegander.
Can't you leave us alone? Monisanaig!
You have a strange stare, Anaxe. Leave me alone.
Ernaikse ja toigen quachesa de elodeis.
Birtir to Madre Naixe.
Good day.
Do you want something?
Could you answer a few
Questions. It is a word. Let us play a game. If you answer my questions,
If it's the only way to get answers?
I am pleased. We will have fun. But what name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gicane.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is not your land. Your turn.
What can you tell me about the rituals?
Oh, I see what interests you. You want to know how our warriors are so strong, but I don't have an answer. It is a secret of the Doneigad. The rituals I know are made to celebrate nature, to honor and bring her blessings upon us. Let's try something else. Are you on Olmenawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
I'm not bound. Or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Doneigad. Your turn.
This is a delicate question, but would you know anything about a demon?
A demon? I think that is what the bright and shiny mind shakers call the spirits, no? There are spirits everywhere. In you and in... There is not only one. I cannot tell you more if you are not more precise in what you seek. It was fun. More than with the woman who makes light. She did not want to play. Do you want something? Enough questions.
Traitor. An Olmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. Perhaps you should talk to them.
Birtir Dumad, an Almanawi.
You're different from the others.
Different?
Well, for one, you answer.
You others. When we don't answer you, you start digging for answers everywhere else. I am a gatherer. I hunt a little. I do my part for the life of the village.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong. Said that nature was just nature, and not to be worshipped. These men know nothing. We ignored them. They finally left, and then the woman came to us. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her try. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in...
What can you tell me about...
The beliefs of the village. Our beliefs are the same. We believe in the earth, in the rain that quenches, in the beasts that feed us. I do not know what more I can say to you.
What can you tell me?
Our rituals. I am not a Doneigad. Even you, why you bother me? We go and bother...
This question will seem strange to you, but... a dark spirit.
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange.
I must leave now. Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. Perhaps you should...
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers.
And did they tell you anything?
I know little more about their beliefs. They worship It is certainly different from the Luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic. Yet, there's something... One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything. But someone was...
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll...
That fellow was really nervous. Perhaps we should try and search his house to see what he's hiding.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
We could break one of his pots. That would keep him busy. Or we could ask for help.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to work fast, and it will only work once.
Go away, Renaig say. Go away, Renaig. Go away, Renaig. Lord Fradi, what has happened here? Who broke my pottery?
The Sengedin Anadas are known for being terrifying on the battlefield. Perhaps they wear masks such as this one.
I wouldn't like to cross paths in a dark alleyway with someone wearing a mask like this.
This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit could be venerated in this way.
This sort of offering and its seals resembles nothing that we call upon in our rituals. I have never seen anything like it. It is a troubling sight.
This painting is frightening. Evoking war. A massacre. A bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
I do not believe in all those demon stories, but all these horrors do make you think.
We should go tell Sister Ephesia about it. She will have some advice for us. Did you learn anything?
No.
I was able to sneak into...
And what did you discover?
Some troubling things. A ritual mask, a rather morbid altar, and a fresco
By the Enlightened. To think these are finally the proof we need that there's a blood-worshipping cult. They cannot perform their heinous pagan ritual, and I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend... I failed to find where he goes. But you have already...
I shall try.
Thank you for your...
We should wait until nightfall and follow him. Here we could hide and wait. We would be able to see where this sleepless boy goes during nightfall.
Wake up, he's coming.
Let's go!
I'm wounded, I need help! Heal yourself, quickly!
Here we could hide.
Wake up, he's coming.
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
I'm wounded, I need help!
I need healing!
Where could our man have gone?
He must have gone through this door, made out of roots. What's happening? You are so pale. Did the lightning-struck tree speak to you?
In a way. I saw many images. They were so real. As if I was the tree itself.
Do tell. This vision is surely the key to the portal.
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before. On this stone, the sun is visible. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. The drawing on this stone resembles a symbol that must represent the earth. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. This stone bears the image of a storm. Or perhaps the wind. The drawing on this stone represents lightning. Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe this stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death. This stone has an image of the moon. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
A bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! Let's see if we can ward off this fate! Could you tell us again what you saw when you touched that tree?
I was this tree, and my branches were shaken by a storm so strongly that they hurt terribly. The heavens caught fire several times, and I felt the lightning strike and pierce me through and through. A sinister warmth took hold of my entire body in an instant, and flames began to devour me. Life left me. All was calm, and I had a taste of cinder in my mouth. In spite of this, I continued to feel. And the rain began to fall on my roots, and at the very heart of my being I felt the sap begin to flow again. A shoot appeared on my darkened roots. Then the vision dissipated. I have never experienced anything like it before.
You did it right. By awakening these stones in the right order, the door opened.
Close duis, atuda yam canadedole, tadulan vrandi, alauneles agen ole vei. Closi garamam italami olflinau ich egrem. Closi gedem da yentis olarabeni a ol slai. Vanqua sakengedem fradem adigalem. Inquid winterbos og galansani. Tugom den nis gremo smigawi. Renkasie krimadrem denegao edent. Klos duis. Arujekt nes diri.
Lois des Raman ades Gideon, Arenta. Esparnu Fradi, Damagengadan, Yadiga Ladandian. Esparnu Fradi, Dawid Gaishidon. Agesparnu Fradi, Dawid Gremosanabui.
What a strange ritual. I have never seen anything like it. The rituals of my village are not quite as scary.
In any case, Teleme's story suddenly sounds way more plausible. The Denegad who performed the ritual was the villagers. We should go talk to Deirdre.
What do you seek?
We found your sanctuary and assisted in one of What's the apparition we witnessed? The demon, the priests...
What is clear is these priests know nothing, and you know nothing.
The ritual. I've never seen anything like it. As you can see, my companion is not a Renaigse like the others. He bears our likeness. Please share your knowledge with us. Grant us the chance to understand.
Very well. I'll attempt to help you make sense of what you witnessed. The ritual you saw is a ceremony to summon forth the strength of our warriors. Our people have always lived in harmony with nature. Our very existence revolves around her. She talks to us and takes on many faces. What you have witnessed is just confronting the threat that the Renoixi make up. We called them for their blessing, and they appeared to us.
Can we contact them? I mean...
What you witnessed was not a but if you visit a sanctuary, you may see one of the faces. And then you will pass the mountains and head to the swamps. There, if you... Though what you will hear may not be to your...
How might I help?
That will be yours.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
I need healing. poison on my blade. Then let's go! A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
a strange party we have here. Who are you to come and disrupt our solitude?
Good day.
You? You are on Olmenawi and at the same time, Renaigse. So it is possible to bond yourself on your faraway island?
We are here because Teleme has asked us to carry out an investigation. They think that certain clans venerate a demon, an evil creature. We carried out our investigation of Vedlog on Chief Durdra in an attempt to discover the truth. And the clues have led us to find our answers in this sanctuary.
Durdra sends you to seek out a demon? Curious. A man from your island came already a long time ago. Full of questions he was as well. He had a small party of warriors with smoking tubes. And on their chests, a golden lion.
A lion?
An emblem that is fitting for the pride of the Bridge Alliance.
They set up a camp near here and then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Do you know where precisely?
It was a long time ago. I don't remember all that well. My memory has been leaving me of late. But it wasn't far from here. You are Bryn. They were asking nearly the same question.
Fresco in various yellow hues. It represents a sort of insect. Fresco in various yellow hues. It represents a sort of insect. Fresco. It represents a beast of the marshes, a red serpent. The image is fading. I can't see much of anything.
These remains, they must be the people the Hermit was talking about, don't you think?
Probably. You can still discern the crest of the Alliance on this doublet. Let's search the area. There might still be something interesting.
What do you want, strange?
We found the camp you spoke of.
I told you. You were not...
Many died.
I warned them, I remember. Too bad. Their weapons were strange and powerful. The marsh is more powerful still.
That doesn't seem to bother you.
Tiafradi gives, Tiafradi takes back. But you're still here. What do you want again?
I found this note. It speaks of a ritual, but it is incomplete. Do you know anything else about it?
A ritual? Yes, there is a ritual for the impatient.
But for me, it would be useful.
There must have a reason. Do you see those drums over there? They awaken the earth. As
they will awaken the earth.
Oh, and that's not all. Once the earth is awakened, the stone will appear.
Quench a stone?
But you're still here.
How do you play the drum?
Oh, that's easy. The music is the first language of your need. Only respect the natural order for the earth to hear you. A predator, a prey. The cycle.
That's not really all.
Come now, come now. You must first make the snake rattle. Unless it is first to be the insect. I do.
I'm listening.
Each drum must only be played one time. But you're still here.
Quench a stone.
Water trickles on the stone and returns to us, empowered by its force.
But this note I found explains a recipe. A potion. That's what must be...
Oh, yes. But you're still here.
Nothing. Evidently, we made a mistake at some point.
Bit of poison on my blade. I need healing!
Something's appeared over there. It seems as if it's some type of altar. Looks like an altar. The stones! That must be where we need to pour the potion. The image is fading. We can't see much of anything. What is this?
Dear Dulcedag! Killed! You killed her! Monsters! Murderers!
You knew her, old man? Before she became a Nadaig?
May the earth swallow you whole! You and those from their dark oil! They must all be destroyed! But Enol Milfrictimen will stop them! He will chase you all away! Murderer!
Calm down! We didn't have a choice. We were only defending ourselves.
Shiora, what is he talking about? Why is he so furious, and who is...
I believe he is furious because he knew the Nadaig before she bonded. He mourns her in this way. It was a Donegad who received very much power, and who traded her...
Are you saying that that creature was once a woman?
Yes, like you and me. Anyone who draws upon the power of the earth becomes one of their faces in exchange. As for your other question, Enon Mir Frichtemen means one of 1,000 faces.
It is a rather evocative name. What does it mean?
Enon Mir Frichtemen.
But enough to think that this being wants us harmed. Perhaps it's the source of the Malachor.
And why is that? Why would the source of your sickness come from here?
I don't know, Shiora. But didn't this man just say that this being would hunt us down? We need to learn more.
You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nada... You are a great warrior. You could almost be a storm. What do you seek?
You set a trap for us, invoking and releasing...
It is true. And the Nadaig is indeed one of the faces. I was hoping that you would disappear. The swamps do not like to give back those who enter. You have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. Secrets that no one but you survived. You are strong.
The ritual. This is how you prepare the blood sap.
What are you talking about, Siora?
No one knows the recipe. But it is the very balm that allows her warriors to enter into a trance, and to rise again when they have fallen.
It is true. You do not know the ingredients, but you know now how the blessing works. I have nothing more to give you than my excuses, and that you keep to yourself all that you have seen. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Greenblood, my friend. I can't stop thinking about Raynor, and let me know when you're... But you're already very... Anything else?
I must leave you. Ulan, I see that the...
He is. And I am very thankful that you...
We are very grateful as well, Your Excellency. I am sure you can understand that the discussion we are about to...
Naturally.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
So, have you
Our discussions were very fruitful, however...
Really?
Our peace treaty depends on the ability to...
And Chief Ulan has warned me that our merchants would be at risk of being attacked by the neighbor...
Mordoon, the chief of the village of Igugso. He is among those who think that the people of your island, but his village, would also benefit from... If you could convince him to meet us, we could
Without this, I am afraid we would not be... Peace and trade are linked. If our merchants...
I am sure that you will manage to convince him.
I can try.
Adlredar.
The valley is vast. We should get to a vantage point if we want to find this expedition.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Bit of poison on my blade.
Then let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
What are you doing here, Renaigse?
Ulan, the king of Vignamri. Wants to establish a trade agreement.
This sounds like something he would do. All he ever did. All of that, in hope of breathing new life into his village. What?
Hikmet's emissary will only sign if their merchants can move freely and in peace.
I am not like him. The Renaigse cannot be trusted. They are deceit.
The Danea Exvrigau I have met were fearless. And yet you are running away from them. By refusing to negotiate, you are only showing...
Not Fradi. The worst part is that you are... I cannot refuse this meeting without appearing weak. Fine. I will meet Ulan and his emissary. Tell them to find me at Landristel.
I will tell them right away.
You really know how to talk to people. I never thought you would be able to convince Mordoun. His anger towards the Renaigse is so strong.
Mordoun is willing to meet you at Lanristel to sign a peace treaty.
You really are an accomplished negotiator and diplomat, Your Excellency.
I knew you would succeed.
Do you know where this place is, Ulan?
Of course. In our language, Lanristel means glade. It is a sacred...
In that case, we should go there...
Yes. Come back to see me soon. And if luck is...
Ulan is acting strangely. I do not trust...
I suddenly feel the urge to go to Lanristel. I hear it looks wonderful this time of year.
And if we want to see this encounter... Let's go and rescue him.
Adloredar, thank you for coming. You saved me. That accursed Ulan. I should have known he would be... My men are dead, and now I am injured. He achieved exactly what he wanted in the end. I will have to join another clan if I do not want my whole village to suffer the consequences of my defeat.
I'm sorry, Mordoon. I really am.
You were deceived, just like I was. Farewell, on Almanawi.
Traitor! This meeting was meant to establish peace, and yet you have exclusively sent armed men.
Mordoon was a Denea ex-Ragao. He would have never accepted an agreement with the Renaigse. He would have endlessly attacked our merchants and our allies' caravans. We had to protect ourselves if we were to make these exchanges possible.
By lying and manipulating me.
I am sorry, but I was unsure that you would agree to help us if I told you the truth. I understand your anger, but keep in mind that you are now a Karans of Ignamri, and should you seek it, anything else?
Nothing. I'm a...
Green blood, my friend. I can't stop. Let me know when you're ready. But you're already very... Anything else?
I must leave you. Over there. Tents. This must be the expedition's camp.
They do not look in very good condition. Let's have a closer look.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents in the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Yes. It is the art of the Donegada. One of the Valley clans was here.
Would you know which one?
One who fights against the invasion of the peoples from your island. I can be sure of nothing more.
Why would they attack scholars? They're not warriors.
They come here as conquerors. This is enough. But they were not killed. Warriors would have been.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite. This looks like the journal of a naturalist. There are sketches of flora and fauna. There is no doubt. We are definitely on the trail of the Lost Expedition. It seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover. A trail of blood. That cannot be good. Follow it.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Nestiri.
More blood. We're on the right path. Keep going. Here is the isolated camp mentioned in the journal. Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape the attack.
It's like being in a crow's nest. The view we have over the valley is an ideal observation point.
Corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days, as we already thought. This isn't the woman whose journal we found. There is still a chance.
This man traded his life for all.
It was only a scholar, a sage, not a warrior on the battlefield.
Do you think my people see a difference when bridgemen steal our people from their beds? From who do you think all the clans hide dead children?
I have heard stories from the natives describing Bridger atrocities. If they are true, this violent attack, though tragic, would be justified.
I'll search the body. We might find some. It is a journal. That of a... She speaks of their research and relates here that she felt watched. I believe she was right.
Let's hope she's still alive, as well as her colleagues, or our mission will be as short.
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will...
This woman was right to fear the Donea Exregao. This is where we should go if we want to find...
Look, those are islanders. They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp.
That's possible. They look like trackers. But what are they tracking?
New prey, no doubt. Let's get closer.
Renaigse!
We won't let you take us. We will not kneel down without a fight.
Wait. We have no desire to fight you. We only want to find the Lion Sages. They are not warriors, but their chief is ready to send an army of warriors to liberate them. If you help us bring them back, you will save your tribe from a costly battle in lives.
He speaks truly. Look, one of them is already eager to bring lion warriors back to us.
All we wanted was for them to tell us where our brothers are being kept.
What good is this if we must leave our camp behind? Very well. Stay away from the main entrance. Our guards will not welcome your arrival.
Pass around. There is a smaller entrance hidden there. The lions are kept in a home in ruins.
There must be a key somewhere to open the door.
I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
Well, after this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
We were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reporting.
You should have said that straight away. I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue. Of a different nature. Do you have a name?
Desarde. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin. Who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And them?
Captain Vasco. Though I realize I am quite far from the sea.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. From the people that your own capture and torture.
I've never taken anyone. On the contrary, we had hoped to exchange our knowledge with your own. This is a rather odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
We saw the site where you were attacked.
We were taken by surprise. One moment, I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself apart. But when I heard my fellow scholars, most of my companions are incapable of defending. One of them tried to flee. We decided to give ourselves up to a...
What has happened since the attack?
We were taken prisoner and were brought to a village. I was able to escape while the others were taken to a house that they use as a prison. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post not far from here, so I doubled back to keep watch of the village from a distance. I have been hoping to find a way to free my
Have you made
We were studying. The region is rife in unknown and novel species. The local shamans know all these plants, and if only we had been able to converse with them rather than getting ourselves captured.
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being...
Certainly, and I fully intend to participate in this rescue. I'm not one to...
This is where the natives took your colleagues?
Yes, it is here. These ruins are being used as a camp by the native raiders.
There are so many of them. Better to remain discreet.
I have spied on the camp and discovered where my colleagues are being held. They are being kept in the old walls of the main ruin. I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
Indeed, it would be wiser than trying to get in through the gate.
blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Can't do that.
I fled as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
I can't do that. Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Afra, is that you?
Come quickly. We don't have much. Thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet. We are...
Now, we must find a way to get out of this valley without putting my companions in danger.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Trokarin, mercy. You have defeated us. Spare us our lives.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down until we are...
No, you have our word. We have been bested. We will...
How can we trust you? You attacked our camp when we were not even armed.
They are savages. They had us caged like beasts.
We only sought to learn where you have caged our people.
Spare their lives. I beg you. They were only fighting to save the lives of the...